Big-time stakes as we approach the end of the season. Bowl positioning, playoff spots, all on the table, but only if you find a way to win. Welcome, everyone, to the shores of the Tennessee River, Neyland Stadium, home of the Volunteers. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the NC State Wolfpack, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Tennessee Volunteers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. State with the kickoff team on the field and just about ready to start. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Play fake on first down to throw. He's moving out of the pocket. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
Quick completion to the right. Turning it on! He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. On the run, fires downfield. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a third and long. This one from the 44. Hauls it in. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
He's got it on the right. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Great job by the defense, seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
They'll try to run for it. They thought they could just run it on third and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up there.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab on the left. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. What an unfortunate penalty there. They thought they'd converted the fourth down. Instead, they'll have to try it again. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. And so on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field, and the offense will go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Going downfield for the big play. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field.
Hey, you come out early in the game, you're trying to send a message to your team that you're confident, you believe in them to convert these 4th downs. You didn't get that one. But don't let it be a detriment moving forward. If you want to stay aggressive, be that way throughout the course of the game.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Back to pass. Finds his tight end. Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. This defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26.
What a weapon this guy is, right? At the tight end position, not only can he get open, he can run away from people after the catch. He's a big dude, so he's hard to bring down anyway, but the speed is what makes him different.
This offense always looking for those big, explosive plays, and now they've got it just inside the 30. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. He'll keep it himself. Can't get it to the ground. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally...
He's got it in the end zone! Touchdown, NC State! They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. So here is the Tennessee offense. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points, and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Off play action. Lets it fly. Finds space on the right. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. And it seems like every time they throw it, it's first down time in Tennessee.
First down time, and then let's go again. Let's throw it again. These offenses are not afraid to throw the football. When you got a trigger man you trust, let it rip.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Might be changing the route. Going to swing it on second down. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
Well, that's one the defender would love to have back. Great coverage there in the corner route. That's a 50-50 ball. He just has to do a better job high-pointing it at the top. The receiver beat him to the ball and made a big play.
The Volunteers are flying down the field. From the shotgun, they'll run it. They make the stop as he gets it inside the 30 to the 28, a gain of 4.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Leaves it with the running back. Breaks into the open. Headed to the end zone. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Tennessee.
Man, these ball carriers, they've got a lot of ability in the open field. Their ability to make people miss, but also show off the speed. You saw all of that on that play.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Air Force dug down deep and found a way to secure a coveted road win. And who knows how the pundits will view this one, but I'll tell you this. It sure beats trying to explain a bad loss. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. This drive will open from the 15. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands, and you saw it on that last play.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. The pull and throw off the RPO. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these 2 quarterbacks as we look at the stats. We've got a good one going here, and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. First play of the period will be a second down. The play action fake. Dances away to buy time. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolfpack.
Man, football, there is so many weapons now with small slots and big wide receivers. And then you got the tight ends now that have the speed to catch the football, chew up ground, and get to the end zone and make those big plays like he did right here.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the score comes courtesy of the big play, covering 61 yards on the touchdown pass. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Snagged out of the air. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield and he moves the sticks.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Off the play fake. The sweet feet buy a little time. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage.
And on that incompletion, I think the quarterback was being just a bit too careful, trying to throw that ball too far outside, obviously aware that the defenders are coming from the inside. You don't want to put it behind the intended target and risk the pick six, but he needs to be more accurate.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Fires to the right. Wide open downfield. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
A nice job by the quarterback there, working through his progressions. Nothing open down the field, so he checks it down to his drag route, coming from the slot receiver to get the completion.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. They'll pull him down after a pickup of 5 down to the 23.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front on that defensive line.
On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the 1st down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And that's got to feel good if you're the offense, because 3rd down has been a bit of a problem all season long, but you love the way they're executing at this point, finding ways to keep the chains moving.
The Vols kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. The give on the option. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
And if I'm the running back, I'm going to be like, listen, O-line, can you give me something? Can you give me some space to try to make somebody miss and not have another guy right next to me? I'm giving the offensive line an earful. I need some holes, need some space up front. They got to do a better job.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
He got it. He gets it in. Touchdown ball. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the 1st half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. looking to fire. Throws for the tight end. Working the middle. The sophomore making a big play and hauling in that pass.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Pulls it and fires to the left. Still running at the 40. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening.
When we see another catch by this guy, this defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Looking for the end zone. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call. That offensive line grabbing and holding on, and they'll back up and try it again. So after the penalty, a little extra ground to cover on 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking to buy time. He's going to run it. Across the 25. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. NC State might think about going for a big one on 2nd and short. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Makes the grab. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. So, Jesse, they're able to connect on the crossing route against the zone. You run that pattern against that coverage. What do you have to keep in mind?
Well, the receiver needs to know where the soft spot is in the defense so he can gear himself down. And the quarterback, Reese, has to play with great timing. Because if he's too early or too late on the throw, that might get picked.
And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Timeout call by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Wants to go up top. Spits it out to the back. Back's got it. Back's going for the goal line. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Nice job by the defense forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
On 3rd and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. Tight end finds a soft spot. Touchdown, North Carolina State! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. To the air on 1st down. It's complete to the left. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football because a lot of times these guys, they're good with it after the catch. They got that quickness. They got that speed. And he showed some of it there.
They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Makes a man miss. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30. What perfect execution on that big run. Everything perfectly blocked, and this guy doesn't need a lot of room.
I love how this offensive line communicates and works up front. You see guys winning their one-on-one battles. There's double teams happening. Guys are getting into the second level and creating big lanes for this running back.
And he throws down the gut of the defense. It's incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions. You've given up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Takes a shot. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. Running back searching for a hole. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that seemed a little off from the start, didn't it?
That was a big-time play, and it was off from the start because of the play he made.
And I don't think it would have mattered who was playing running back. There was absolutely nowhere to go.
The lone back's got it. And you make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. I guess they're trying to send a message to start this second half, lined up for an onside kick. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Bringing the heat. Just a short pass to the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the big tight end. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Here's a hit. And the defense makes a play. They get the quarterback down at the 26.
Defense came on the field with fresh legs, and here on just the second play of the drive, they're able to get a sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
That's a great play by this defense. It's hard when you go against a guy that's so good at the quarterback spot. He can make so many plays, but the defense understood that rep. Nice job getting to him, corralling him, getting him on the ground, and creating the big sack.
Sends his first one of the day on the way. We didn't see much of him in that victory last week, just called on one time. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. Power football with the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing. Haven't been able to get him going. I don't know what's going on, but they got to find a way to get their talented back some space so he can make some plays.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Throws to the tight end. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the first down.
Man, I just love how...
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. They've crossed midfield at the 45 with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Fires on the move. It's picked off, and they ruined the drive with a turnover. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. So here is the Tennessee offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. It's caught downfield. They get him out of bounds. Couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. That's the way to open a drive. Now they'll put it in play just shy of midfield. They'll go to the ground. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, there was just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front. And as a result, they lose yardage.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wide receiver comes in motion. got his man on the right. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. He's looking to throw. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
And the Volunteers have their offense in high gear. Wants to throw on 1st down. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Got enough space. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Volunteers!
This is a running back that can hurt you, not just getting handoffs, but they use him in the passing game as well. They called the screen at the absolute perfect time, and it ends up being a touchdown.
And they did make the extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the 3rd. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. They'll leave it with him. There he goes. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a 1st down.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
You open a drive like that, and the entire playbook opens up on 1st down from the 44. They're going to ride this running back. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not 2nd and long. It's not 3rd and long. Now it's the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
They'll keep it on the ground to the right. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Wolfpack will have 1st and 10. They fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the 4th. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the 1st down. They'll send the back in motion. They've got him looking run, but they're going to throw it. Got his man on the outside. Finds a crease at the 20. Inside the 15. Out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
From the red zone, looking for a space. Makes the catch. Touchdown, Wolfpack. And with that, they move out front here in the fourth.
This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
It just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down.
In most instances, I would say really, really nice decision by the quarterback. But when you've got speed like this guy has, I think you'd sometimes, instead of throwing it away, would like to see him take off and see if he can go make something with his feet.
Wants to adjust the pattern. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. This time on target. At the 40, there he goes. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple. Oh, he's got some space. He's piled up 82 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing.
This offense is going to try and grind their way to a win now, and they're going to start force-feeding this guy the football, too. He's made a few plays earlier in this game, but now in the 4th quarter, it's about force-feeding him, getting some push up front, and just icing this thing.
A lot of times with these RPOs, you see linebackers so slow, they don't want to mess up. Not on this one. Watch the defense attack downhill, go get the running back, get a tackle for a loss.
And the Vols with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. From the gun, running back gets the give. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Got some room in under the goal line. Touchdown, Tennessee! And they add 6 more on the board with that trip to the house.
It's a phenomenal effort on 3rd down by the QB, but how about the blocking? When that play broke down, look at the receivers running routes. They all of a sudden turned around, and they went and got some blocks to help out their QB. You got to love that.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, a colossal top 5 matchup. Let's fill you in on what's going on. Hawaii is ahead in this one, but unlike the playing days of Colt Brennan and Timmy Chang, this has not been a blowout today in Aloha Stadium. They're up by 7 over Oregon. We promise to keep you updated if anything changes in this matchup of 1 versus 2. Fellas?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And you Gotta love this defensive performance so far. Done such a good job against the running back that you saw last week, man. He can go off. He can make big plays. He can chew some yardage up and keep an offense on schedule. Nice job by this defense locking in and shutting down the run game so far.
And this is going to be intercepted. A big play in a tie game.
If I'm a QB coach, I'm grabbing my quarterback right away and be like, listen, we're going to get another opportunity. It's the fourth quarter. It's a tie game. Our defense is going to get a stop for us. You got to get your confidence back. You got to get back in this ball game. We're going to need you again down the road. You are not done.
They'll give it to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Give to the running back. Hard running there. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business. 1st and goal.
I love the play called running the football here in the fourth quarter because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all of your stuff, personnel, shifting, motioning. You just got to be very, very careful and absolutely cannot turn it over.
And that's a good job by this defense, man. You drop back, you play really smart, play sound. Understand, there's not a lot of field to cover, and they couldn't fit the ball in a window. Good pass defense.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Still on his feet. Touchdown ball! And they've moved out front here in the fourth. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Man, I want to be a running back in this offense. When you take that handoff to the right and you see that blocking and all the holes open up, that's a good sight for a running back.
You've heard of read and react. I think the defense read it. They just didn't react very well.
Well, when you got that kind of a line, just all that push they're getting on that right side, they just pushed the defensive lineman back, got in the linebacker's laps, and man, oh man, it was brutal up front.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
It's at this point of the game where you've got to have great pass protection if you're going to come back and win. You're only down one possession here. You need to give this guy time. They just weren't able to do it on that last one. That's why it's incomplete.
Now the play fake. Unleashes it on the run. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
This offense isn't calling the dogs off in this game. We're here late. They're still taking shots. And a big reason why is how good this quarterback has been all game long. 4 touchdown passes. He's reading the defense. He's playing in rhythm. He's throwing on time. He's been accurate. And late in the game, they're still letting him take shots.
Boy, guys, they got off to a great start with that big first play on this drive, but now a couple of incompletions leaves them in a hole. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Takes a hit as he fires. Oh, man, another incompletion. That's 3 in a row.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Got his man to the left. Turning it on. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense, not exactly the perfect fourth down call there.
Well, that is a play that we're going to circle. If this team is able to fight their way back and win this game, that one was huge. Fourth down, picking up the first, getting some momentum and keeping this drive alive.
Just keeps slinging it. Throws toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, NC State. He has been surgical. Precision passes. Using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And the extra point was good, and we are all tied up in the fourth. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds. Using him out of the slot, he has just been unstoppable.
And I love putting dynamic athletes in the slot that I can move around, that I can put in motion, that I can make him go in or out. I can put him off the ball so you can't get hands on him, and they've really featured this guy today.
They go to the ground. Slithers into space. Shows him the stiff arm. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. The Volunteers, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. They'll ride the hot hand. Breaks into the open. Knocked down at the 24-yard line, but it's a big game. 15 yards on the play, and this offense is in business. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The Vols will have it 1st and 10. The give to the back. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Volunteer. They've got the lead here in the fourth.
Love the play call. Love the execution. Late in the game with less than 2 minutes to go, they now take a touchdown lead and put so much pressure on the opposition in a 2-minute situation.
And he tacks on the extra point. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll bring it back looking for help. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. looking to throw on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And obviously the offense is in a difficult position here, and you're asking a lot from them. They're down by a touchdown, not a lot of time on the clock, deep in your own end, but this is something that you're trained for. Coaches always put their offense in this situation in practice leading up to the big game. It takes timing, it takes execution, but that is something this offense is really good.
And this is a big third down for this offense. Now, I'm really interested to see how they attack, because this defense, you can tell, man, they're going to continue to play aggressive. Late in the football game, they want to get a stop, get the ball back to their offense. A good chess match going on right now.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. On third and long, he has to throw for it. What a complete disaster. What a terrible decision to run that far backwards and take the safety.
And you practice the 2-minute drill all week long, and you dream about making those big plays, and how about this defense coming up big, shutting down this offense. The offense has a chance to go make this a game, maybe go win the football game, and the defense does their job, does their part, makes the big safety, and now receiving the football and putting one nail in the coffin.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. There he goes. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. So they're closing in on a solid top 25 win for the resume, in addition to holding off any thoughts of an upset.
Well, they were very anxious and eager, too, to make a statement to the entire country just how dominant they were. They have so much confidence in themselves, but they wanted to prove it to everybody else. They wanted to prove...
It's a fumble. Offense scoops it up and still going. He's dragged down to the ground, but what a play there. Scoops up the loose football and moves the chains. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. And the Volunteers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Now they'll run it on the toss. Finding an escape route. It's a seam wide